Hey friends, Mike here, November the 15th. It is Tuesday. If this is your first time, we are Central Texas Homestead. We are a rural homestead out in the country, so we're farthest away from the major cities, Austin. We started this channel, gosh, a year and a half ago. We wanted to teach people how to garden in the extreme Texas heat. And the crazy weather changes. We've been gardening for 30 years plus. This location, we've been here for 23 years. So this garden is really established. We've got fruit trees, beautiful landscape as well too. Yeah, we love teaching people how to do this. And today we're gonna be planting garlic. Now, November the 15th, for those of you who are up north, you're thinking, are you kidding me? Yeah, we plant this garlic and we're gonna be planting our onions here beginning of December. Let's talk about garlic. So I've tried different varieties of garlic. Obviously the garlic that grows in the south, but we don't have success. The temperatures don't get cold enough for the garlic, I think, to really go through that cycle. But we do have good success with elephant garlic. Okay. We grow now, pretty much that's all we're gonna grow is elephant garlic. Now what we've done too is we've done a method that we learned from Hollis and Nancy's homestead a couple of years ago. To simulate that cold that you get up north, what we'll do is we'll take the garlic, put it in a bag, and we'll put it in the refrigerator. Yes, if you're in the south, try it. The beginning of September, we put the garlic in the refrigerator. We have two refrigerators here. We have our main refrigerator, and then we have a mud room where we keep all of our different things. Our cures, things that we pickle, preserve, can. We cure a lot of meat. We corn beef. We do a lot of that stuff too. So we put it in the fridge to simulate that cold. We pull it out, and that method, I gotta tell you guys, it has really helped. We've seen a lot of success. We've seen the garlic, as you plant an individual bulb, or clove, sorry, we've been getting really good results with the bulbs. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. I hope you, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, check us out. We do gardening. I'm a retired chef. Oh, and by the way, if you have been subscribed for a while, stay tuned. At the end of the video, I've got some news, some pretty interesting information. There's going to be some changes here, all for the better. I'm excited about it. But if you're new, hey, subscribe, check us out. We can learn from each other. I don't know everything. We don't succeed every time. Last video, we went to harvest our sweet potatoes and it just didn't work. We were in a drought. We had crazy weather, but we're gonna try again. And then, hey, if you're not failing, you're not learning, right? Let's get to work, guys. I'm gonna show you our method of growing garlic. Let's get busy. The fall garden is doing good. We've got a lot of rain last week. Now this week we're getting a bunch of sunshine. So things are doing really well. We've got two spots that we're gonna plant. We're gonna plant a patch here, and we're gonna plant a patch along the fence line. And the nice thing about we had showed you guys, we had widened this row right here. You can grow in the middle of the bed, and then you can grow beans, in which we have snow peas coming up along, and they'll climb the fence. So we're gonna plant here. We've already cultivated the soil. I've added a bunch of bone meal and we worked it in. We didn't till with the cultivator this time around. We'll wait till spring. But this bed right here is empty because this is where we're gonna plant probably 300 onions. Cabbages, the beets are doing really well. Still got hot Italian peppers in the grow table, the 5-gallon grow table. We're going to be converting a lot of these beds to raised beds and grow tables. I'm not going to bend down anymore. Leeks are doing great. Turnips, kale is doing better. We've been getting slugs and snails, so I had to put some Sluggo down. It's got to be done. I don't want to lose these plants. The lettuce grow table is another cool grow table. It's doing very well. Miss Rochelle has come out here and harvested lettuce and made really nice salads, microgreens. Our hugelkultur garden, and we did a video on hugelkultur, guys, so you can look that up. I know it's a German method of growing in hot weather to where you will be successful. And we've got some patty pan squash. We've been grilling those up really nice. This is another 30-gallon grow table. I think we're going to change this up. We're not going to use these flexible bags anymore. I think I'm going to get hard pots, plastic. And this is our curing rack where we cure our onions and garlic. And it's got 40% shade cover, and we can cover the whole thing. And there's our compost pile full of really good compost for next spring. So there we go, guys. And there's another vertical grow arch right here. So let's get started on the garlic. Okay, guys, if you're wondering what this is our wash table. Okay, when we harvest our vegetables, I don't want to bring them in the house like dirty and throw them in the sink. We take it here and we can hose them off, and we can recycle the water on this bed right here. So for our onions and our garlic, we have this jig right here. So basically it's a plywood with the handles, and it has dowels spaced 4 inches apart, and that's how we're going to space our garlic. And this is how we space our onions as well too, and I'll show you. Pop it in the ground and it'll make the holes for you. Now sometimes, and I've tried this method before, we will soak the garlic cloves in seaweed and baking soda. I'm not going to do it this year. We'll soak them for 15 minutes before we plant them. It helps eliminate any kind of mold or anything. We really don't get much rain here. Some of the folks maybe in the East Coast, the Southeast Coast, Mississippi, you know, Alabama, Florida, you guys get a lot more rain. We don't get a lot of rain even in the winter. So I'm just going to break these up right here. Let me bring you in closer so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just taking these bulbs and I'm breaking the cloves. Just like that, because you're going to plant each individual clove. So you've got the root end, and you've got the sharp end, the tip end. We're going to plant these root side down. Okay. So these will be in the ground about 4 inches all winter, and when spring comes, they're going to start to grow. The plant will grow, and it'll produce a whole bulb. We've really had a good success here in Texas with elephant garlic, and it's really good and tasty. It's got a nice flavor, not as strong as your normal garlic, but it's nice. Okay, so we've got all these broken up. Probably got about 2 dozen here, which is perfect for us. All right, let's go to the bed and start planting. All right, guys, we have our soil amended, a bunch of bone meal mixed in, and some blood meal. So I'm gonna lay the board right here. Move that arugula, it's growing really good. Set it right there. We're going to step on it. This is going to give us our mark, our area where we want to plant, our spacing. Now we have another jig that's smaller, that's 2 inches apart, that we use for radishes. Also for carrots as well too. We'll use this jig. I don't like to broadcast seeds and then have to go back 2 or 3 times and on my hands and knees and thin. I know carrot seeds are small, but Miss Rochelle and I will take our time and we'll put 1 seed in each hole. It takes a little bit of time up front, but you know what? You don't have to keep going out and thinning. All right. And I'll bring you in close so you can see what it looks like. Come over here. Perfectly spaced out. Okay, guys, the holes are only about 1 inch deep. Garlic needs to be 4 to 6 inches. So I have this dowel. It's our garlic dowel. I keep that in the shed, and I've got it marked the 4 inches. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna punch this down in the soil to make sure it's 4 inches, and then we'll plant our elephant garlic. I'm just gonna take our dowel and go down the 4 inch. Just press it in. Okay, we're just gonna keep going until we finish each one. I think in the spring I'm gonna amend this soil in here, and we will cultivate it probably by hand. Each hole. All right, guys, I'm gonna take our cloves and we're just gonna push them down in 4 inches. If I can't get them down too deep, I'll go ahead and top dress this with more soil. It's not a big deal. Remember, you want the root end down and the pointy end up. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to put some soil. The soil was a little packed. I couldn't get it as deep as I wanted, but that's okay. We'll get it done. The weather's been amazing. Last week we had just really nice rain. This week it's going to be mid to upper 70s, and in the morning it's nice and cool, upper 50s. Perfect for the fall garden. We had a really hot year again. All of our lake levels are down. Our lake level, our main lake, Lake Travis, is at 40%, which will tell you really bad. So the more rain we get, the better. Now these are some massive cloves, and I know it's sticking out, but I will top dress it, guys. I just couldn't get it down deep enough. Need to add more soil, but we'll do that. I'm gonna continue. We'll be right back. This is our vicious attack garden dog, Bones. Bonesy. Bones got his name when we first adopted him. He jumped off of our bed and he broke his leg. So we decided to call him Bones. Isn't that right, Bones? Hey, hey buddy. Okay, let's get back to work. I'm gonna get all these covered up. All right, guys, we've added more soil to the top to ensure that they are buried deep enough. We'll top dress with some mulch. All right, guys, we have a nice spot right here. I left a little bit of a space because I've got plans for that. I'm going to put down our jig. We're going to press down on it. Get our markings 4 inches apart. And there we go. Look at that. Let me bring you in close to see that. Nice, perfect 4-inch spacing. Again, we'll take our dowel. This soil is much better, guys. It's been established longer than that other bed by the fence. We just recently expanded that. I've got to cultivate, add some black cow, some peat moss. See, this just goes right down. Right down, good 4 inches. And now the garlic goes in. I think I'm going to leave the outside rows empty. Oh, that went in good. I don't think they're going to grow good that close to the stone. So we are going to convert a little at a time to raised beds. See, right now I'm on my hands and knees. I'm getting a little older. I don't want to be doing this. We've got to have a 14-inch raised bed, 12 to 14 inch. That will help Miss Rochelle and I. And probably a lot more grow tables. And when we're done with this, I'll kind of walk you around and show you the grow tables. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to fill this whole bed, but you know, that's okay. I have more garlic that I can get out here. It's not a problem. And I'll just leave the holes that we don't have blank, just opened. And we're going to just cover those ends. Yeah, I've got a few more. I got a bulb or two that I could put in there. There you go, guys. Not too difficult at all. So those will stay in the ground. We'll keep them moist. Probably cover them with some cedar mulch or some kind of mulch. And we'll be harvesting kind of late spring. And we'll do another video on that. There's other videos of garlic and onions if you do a search on our page. Harvesting as well too, curing on the cure rack. If you have any questions, you could email us, centraltexashomesteaders@gmail.com. But that's how we plant our garlic. Now, probably in the next couple of weeks, probably after Thanksgiving, Miss Rochelle and I are going to put together our vegeta raised bed, and we're going to go ahead on that whole back section here, and then we're going to plant onions. I do have onion starts. I had to restart them. They just didn't do as well as I expected, but we did order, and they should be coming in the next few weeks. We order our Texas Legend onions from Dixondale. Amazing. We did try the red Creole several times. Didn't have any luck with that. We might try a different red variety next year. But here in Texas, we plant our onions 1st of December, end of November, and they'll weather through the winter. It doesn't get that cold here unless we have an ice storm. If that's the case, then I've got a 60-foot row cover that I could throw over the top of them to keep them from getting the frostbite. Let me show you first of all our grow tables, and then I'll show you how our onion starts are doing. All right, so this is a 5-gallon grow table. 5-gallon buckets. Right now we have Italian red pepper still doing well. You can grow peppers, you can grow tomatoes. I've done that before, most likely cherry tomato varieties. You can, if you want to grow in the fall, cabbages, you can do that as well too. Broccoli, very easy to handle. They won't tip over because we've got these railings. This one is our sugar cane. It's just kind of tipping over because it's top heavy, and it's not in a 5-gallon, it's in a 2-gallon, so that's why it's tipping over. We're still looking for a spot to plant our sugar cane. Moving along over here, we've got another 5-gallon grow table. It's just a square one. You can fit, I would say, 5-gallon, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the middle 5. We've grown all kinds of cherry tomatoes and things in here. This one right here is our 30-gallon grow table. This is where we do our potatoes, okay? We're not going to be using this this type of 30-gallon flexible bag. We're going to be going and buying the 30-gallon plastic ones. They'll hold up better, and the roots won't dig into the wood. And this is one of my favorites. It's our salad grow table. It's about 3.5 foot off the ground. I can stand here and not have to bend over. Salads grow in these little pots, these 1/2-gallon pots. We do have these pots as well too, which are 1 gallon. That one's brittle. The sun got to it. I'll have to replace those. You can get those at your hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot. This one I really like. We reduced the size of our salad pots because you don't have a lot of roots that you need, and it grows just fine. But grow tables are the answer. Sunny and mid to upper 70s all week. We do have another front coming. Probably by Monday we'll get some nice rain. It'll cool down a little bit more, but the weather has been great, guys. Let me show you our onion set starts. So this is the first round that we planted. I don't know why, but they're not doing very well. We're keeping them moist. We have a second set that we started, and they're coming up. Just keeping them moist, keeping them warm. But we're looking forward to our Dixondale Texas Legends coming in the mail. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something. If you have any comments or suggestions, hey, we're always looking to learn. Like I said, we've been gardening for 30 years. It doesn't always work out. Sometimes it just doesn't work. But you keep growing and you keep trying, and you keep a good attitude about it. We'll bring you back, guys, in the spring and show you how we harvest, we cure, we dry on the drying rack, and then we'll show you how we hang them in the mud room, and they last pretty much all the way to October. Our onions lasted pretty much to the end of September before we have to go buy store-bought. Big announcement, guys. As you all know that I'm a retired chef. I'm going back to work. I'm bored. Plus the money would be helpful as well too, but I thought about it. Miss Rochelle and I were talking about it, and I have a friend actually that lives down the street. He was talking, and he's like, Mike, I've got an opportunity for you. I'm like, well, what is it? He goes, well, I work at the school cooking for the kids. And I'm like, huh, holidays off, summer break. So I went ahead and I went through the process, and I'm going to be an assistant kitchen manager to get my feet wet. Even though I was a corporate executive chef for many years, still you want to be humble and learn, start, and learn the position. So I've been hired. Everything's official. I'll be working at a high school, about 15 minutes away. It's a beautiful new high school. I'll be an assistant kitchen manager, cooking for our wonderful kids in the cafeteria. So I'm excited about that. I like the fact that I'm going to be getting holidays off, spring break. It's not like I'm going to be a corporate chef traveling all around Texas and the country, or I'm going to be slaving in a kitchen during the weekends late at night. Not doing that anymore. The hours are great. 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'll be home. So I'm excited about that, guys. Just wanted to share that with all of my subscribers, our subscribers. Miss Rochelle's been really busy. As you know, guys, she's a therapist for veterans, taking care of us old vets. But she's got some videos planned too that she wants to show you. To all the people that we follow, our friends out there, we're going to do our best to watch your channels as much as we can. But if you don't see as many comments from us, guys, I'm sorry. We love you guys. It's just that we're going to be busy. We will binge watch on the weekends and make as many comments as we can. We just wanted to let you know that, we're not kind of blowing you off. We're going to be busy. But a lot of adventures to come. The holidays are here. We're probably going to be doing some cooking videos, and probably in the spring we'll be taking some day trips. So hope you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, hey, subscribe, check out some of our old videos. If some of the videos you don't like, we do a lot of cooking, preserving, showing you how to process meat to save money from the grocery store. We do day trips around Texas to show you what kind of fun we can do here in our state. So we appreciate you guys. Love you. Until next time, God bless, guys. Y'all have a wonderful week.